Ladies and gents, this affordable but very juicy fragrance is worth your attention, and I'm talking about Jour by Armaf. I've noticed that recently this brand got a big attention and a lot of people talk about it, and there is a good reason why. Probably you already know that this brand has created a lot of replicas to very famous scents in the world of fragrances. But what I noticed lately is that they focus more on authentic products, and they also started to use better and better quality of the ingredients in their fragrances as the demand rises in this space. I'm also very curious to explore more their products, and from time to time I buy one or two fragrances here and there just to get to know this brand a little bit better. And today I'd like to share my thoughts on this one. So let's do a few sprays on my skin and get straight into the pyramid. But before I do that, I also need to mention though that Armaf as a brand has a very unique concept when it comes to bottles. Every fragrance has a different design of the bottle, or even if it's a similar one, then the color is different. Particularly this bottle is made of a heavy, good quality matte glass. It is also surrounded by a leather-like pink belt with a metal plug on the side where the name of the fragrance is engraved on this metal plug, and it gives like a very interesting, unique design and very specific to this brand. The lid is not magnetic though, but it is also of a very good quality, so no complaints there at all. The sprayer or the pump, it is not the best though, so yeah, it sprays quite well, but the feel is quite cheap. So let me do a few sprays on my skin and deep dive into the notes. And this is a woody floral musk fragrance for women. And in the top we have green tea, we have lemon and neroli. So in the beginning we have fresh, we have greenish type of vibe, we have sparkly, invigorating, a little bit lemony, zesty, floral type of vibe. I can clearly feel the beautiful, fresh, greenish, kind of uplifting, invigorating green tea note here, but also it is followed by the lemony, kind of zesty, citrusy note from the lemon, and obviously it is followed by the beautiful citrusy, floral, and with a hint of honey neroli note, which is beautiful in the opening. It is very sparkly, juicy, fresh, uplifting, invigorating, but at the same time a little bit floral. As with all fresh fragrances and the fresh top notes, unfortunately, they fade away quite quickly, and I start to feel the middle notes come into the stage quite quickly in a couple of minutes, which is also very, very beautiful. And in the middle we have white flowers, we have tuberose, and we have jasmine. So yes, I can say definitely that I start to pick up all the florals, but particularly I can start to feel jasmine and tuberose. There is still present though the green tea note that blends in nicely with the florals, and it gives like a very fresh slash floral type of scent, which is very, very feminine and very nice. The middle notes are present quite a long time on my skin to my memory, so I'll have to give it a good half an hour to dry down for the base to come up, and then I'll come back to you and I'll let you know my thoughts about the base. But at this point, yeah, I do enjoy how this fragrance smells, honestly. So yeah guys, I'm back. Half an hour has passed already, and in the base we have amber, we have cedar, we have patchouli, and we have vanilla. First thing that I pick up from the base is the woody note with the greenish kind of earthy slash moss-like type of note that definitely comes from the cedar wood combined with the patchouli. The patchouli here is much stronger than any other note from the base, but thanks to musk and vanilla, which unfortunately are in very, very small quantities, but still thanks to those notes, the base becomes a little bit smoother and a little bit more pleasant. There are still some florals that are coquetting with the base notes and that make this combo feel much prettier and much nicer. And further down the line, I can start to feel vanilla coming up, and It's mixing up with the wood and the patchouli, and it makes this scent be a little bit more sweet and a little bit more floral. Speaking about the performance of this fragrance, I would say it stays on my skin from 2 to 3 hours in the hot weather, and it stays a little bit less in a cold weather. And if talking about the sillage and the longevity, I would say it's also kind of a little bit weak, but I would say that it's kind of obviously because this fragrance is quite affordable, so I kind of think that they used not the best or the highest quality of ingredients, which is alright for the price. So I would say that if you like floral slash fresh, I would say, slash woody musky type of fragrances in this category and in this price range, this is a bargain. In order to feel this fragrance on anyone's skin, you would have to come up close to that person and try and, feel this. So bear in mind that fact that it's not a very strong in performance. I'd wear this fragrance to the office because it's not very strong, it is not very heavy, it is not very dense, but also I would use this on a daily basis in like casual occasions. And yeah, I would use this both in summer and in cold season like spring, autumn or winter, because I believe that it opens up a little bit different in different temperatures, which is nice. I would generally describe this fragrance as being green, fresh, invigorating, lemony, zesty, juicy, kind of white florals, slowly turning into woody, patchouli, vanillic, a bit musky type of fragrance. And I would say that this one leans more into the feminine side. So if you like this type of fragrances, I would highly suggest you trying it out. I also need to mention that it seems that they haven't used the highest quality of ingredients, and that's why this scent feels a little bit cheap. And I also read somewhere that someone said that it feels like kind of a granny type of scent, and I would kind of relate to it too, because in the dry down it feels a little bit generic, a little bit like old style type of scent. But don't forget that for this bottle of 80 mils or 100 mils in the UK, you pay just around 25 to 30 pound, which I believe is a very good deal for this price and for this fragrance. So let me know in the comments below if you ever tested this fragrance, what your thoughts are about this, and what are other fragrances from Armaf that you really love a lot. I'm really very curious to see your comments down below. And also thank you so much for being a subscriber to this channel and supporting this channel with the likes and with the comments. It helps a lot. And don't forget that a fragrance can create a lifelong memories. See you in my next video.